How do you say no to a narcissist? Well, you may be thinking to yourself, you don't say no to a narcissist, Dr. Meg. Your video is over before it even gets started. But there are ways to say no to a narcissist. Whether or not they will hear your no is really up to them. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about ways to say no to a narcissist that can be really helpful for you. And I'm also going to be saving the very best way for last, so please stay tuned and listen. So please like and subscribe to this video, and then be sure to ring the bell for notifications so that you get future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I'm a transpersonal psychologist and a holistic nutritional chef. And I help women survivors of parental narcissistic abuse and or sexual abuse to heal holistically. I help them release the energy of trauma that's being held in the body and the limiting core beliefs that get stuck in the system as a result of the abuse that you went through and how that plays out in your life and in your relationships. So it helps you to shift your reality and be able to see things really differently and to get the help that you need. I also help you with nutrition to support the body to heal itself while you're going through your emotional release process. Okay, so let's get to this subject today, how to say no to a narcissist. Well, I'm going to say something a little different than you're hearing a lot of the people out there saying about how to say no to a narcissist. Particularly if it's your parent, if it's your spouse, this is a really difficult thing to do because your narcissist in your life has trained you to say yes to pretty much everything that they require of you, because if you don't, there's going to be some kind of hell to pay for not doing things the way that they want you to do when they want you to do it. And so that you're always trying to keep the peace, you're always trying to please and make them feel better, and you get to a point where when you wake up to the abuse that you've been through, that you can't do that anymore. You can't do that to yourself anymore. And so you start to set boundaries. And one of the boundaries that you're going to have to set is a no. You're going to have to be able to say, no, I'm not able to do that. And the way that you do it is really important. So I want to talk about the energy of it first. When you set a boundary with a narcissist from a place of confidence, from a place of respect, of calm, just being really calm, being really centered, and being really grounded, it makes a huge difference. So one of the things I like to train people to do in my coaching and therapy sessions is to do the power stance. And the power stance is standing. And you can do this if you're telling them no over the phone, which is preferable anyway, because you can always get off the phone, right? When you tell them no, get in a power stance. So you're standing with your feet flat on the ground and wide apart, and imagine that there's just this energy, like this beam of light coming down through the top of your head, all the way through your body, down through your feet and into the ground. And you are in a place of personal power. I know if you're an empath and a sensitive, you're not looking to gain power over other people. That's just not in your way of thinking. And you're not even wanting to do that with a narcissist. All you want to do is say, no, I can't do that. But it's hard to do that when you have this relationship that's been created out of codependency, people pleasing, and trying to do everything for them to make them happy, to try to keep the peace. So the first time you start doing these kinds of things, it's just know it's going to take practice, and they may get madder at you the first time you do this. But it's really going to matter how you approach them a lot, because if your no comes off as a maybe, they're going to find a place of weakness. They're constantly collecting data on you, called mirroring, where they are looking for the place of weakness. Any weakness to them will be a place where they can get in there and they can take you down. And so this is where the power stance helps you, because you can get in that feeling of, okay, I'm calm, I'm centered, I'm in my power. I'm going to tell them no. It's because there's something you can't do. You got to take care of your family. You've got all these responsibilities. You've got a full-time job, and then they want you to do something menial for them that somebody else can do for them. But they expect you to do it. So you have to learn to drop that expectation from yourself first. I no longer am expecting myself to do everything for this person who has been abusing me, taking advantage of me, who has belittled me and shamed me, talked about me behind my back to other people, telling them who knows what. So remember that. That's, I think, important to remember, because that helps you get into also an empowered place of like, it puts it into perspective, and you're being honest with yourself about what's been going on in this relationship for probably what's been a very, very, very long time. I know so many of my clients, they don't wake up to this until they're in their 40s or their 50s or even their 60s or 70s. I've had clients wake up to this and go, wow, what I've been experiencing my whole life, this is unbelievable. But when you wake up to this, that's empowering in and of itself. So just know that give yourself a pat on the back for waking up, for gathering information, for understanding how this has all affected you over the years. Okay, so back to some tips about saying no to the narcissist. So you stand in that energy and you very calmly say things to them like, I am not available to do that for you. And then you can suggest an alternative, like perhaps so-and-so can do that. Perhaps you can use the service that's available to you there to help you with that. Perhaps Grubhub can deliver to your place. I can call Grubhub and have them deliver the food to your place. Whatever it is that you want to say no, or you need to say no, because you need to preserve yourself. You need to preserve your own life and your own health, because this will wear and tear at your health if you're constantly doing for everybody around you, trying to take care of the narcissist and your family and your job and every responsibility that you have. It wears away at you in so many ways. It will make you sick over time. Don't do that to yourself. So saying no is going to be critical, and you're going to have to just learn how to do it, and you're going to have to practice it. An important piece of this is don't over-explain your no. In fact, one of my favorite boundaries of all time is silence. So you simply say, I'm not available to do that. I am unable to help you with that. And then nothing else. They may try to engage you in an argument, and this is where it's really important for you to learn to disengage. And this is a great place for silence to happen. You just simply don't say anything back, and they will not know what to do. You just sit there in the silence, and then they're so thrown off because they're so used to engaging you in an argument about why you should do the thing for them that they want you to do for them, why it's important for you. They're trying to break you down. They've been breaking you down. They broke you down many years ago. They programmed you with all these beliefs that they're more important than you. And this is really leading me to the very best way to say no to a narcissist. Are you ready? I hope you're taking notes. Okay, this one's really important. The very best way to say no to a narcissist is to say yes to you. I want to cry just saying that. Saying yes to yourself. Saying yes to caring for yourself, to not stretching yourself so thin that you can't get things done in your own life, let alone helping them with theirs. Saying yes to you. Saying yes to your growth, your development, to your psychological, mental, emotional, and physical health will be the very best thing you can ever do for yourself, for anyone around you who loves you and is really tired of seeing you bending over backwards for the narcissist, and that you're tired of it. You can't take it anymore. You get to a point where you can't take it anymore, and so you have to set boundaries. And please remember that boundary is not a rule you're setting up for them. It's a rule you're setting up for yourself. And when you set a boundary, it's, I can't do that. And if you do this, I'm going to do that. So you let them know, like, if you talk to me that way, I will hang up the phone. If you are demanding of me in the way that I have already told you I cannot do for you, then I will walk out of the room. And then do it. You have to stick to it, and you have to do it, because that also shows them and shows yourself. But this is more important, it shows you that you are in a place of strength now. And you are in a place of, I can do this now. I can do this for myself. I can take care of myself. So if you need help with this, this is what I help my clients with in my private practice. I can help you with setting boundaries. I can help you with releasing those negative core beliefs and the energy you're holding in your system from years and years and years of taking it and not even knowing that there was a way out, of being silenced over and over again, of not giving your own path and purpose and your own life force it's just day, because you've been doing everything for them. So starting to focus your attention on yourself, and this is not in a selfish way, this is not in a narcissistic way, this is in a self-loving, self-caring, just hugging. Hug yourself now for everything you've been through. Give yourself that moment, and for everything that you have already done, and for the changes that you're making in your life, because you're going to make these changes and you're going to feel so much better. So if you need help with that, just book a free consultation with me. The links are in the comments below and in the description. And just talk to me, and if I can't help you, if I think you need a different kind of help, I'll direct you into another arena that could be helpful for you. I'm very well connected with lots of different health practitioners, and I would love to help you. I've been through this. I know what this is like. Went through massive illness, over a dozen illnesses, including fibromyalgia and depression from this kind of abuse and other abuses and sexual abuse and all the different things that I've been through. And so I'm here for you, want to help you. And if you're interested in my whole person integration technique, it's the emotional release therapeutic technique that I created to help release the energy that you're holding in your body from these past experiences, along with those core negative beliefs. And then I also certify coaches, therapists, healers, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and holistic practitioners in my whole person integration technique, while teaching them to develop their intuition. And this is very important if you are the victim of a narcissist. And I use the word victim. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but you have been victimized. You have been abused. You are an abused woman or an abused man. Admit that to yourself. It's okay. And if you need help with that, I'm here to help you. So I hope that this information will help you with saying no to the narcissist in your life, and most importantly, saying yes to you, because you're so important. You're so special. You're needed in this world, and just give yourself some love for recognizing that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I hope this information will help you get well now.